but they don't understand. PTO, it doesn't stand for paid time off. It stands for prepare the others. Because when you put in PTO, it's supposed to be approved by default, with certain exceptions. Now, there are times working in customer service that you're going to have to, they have to have coverage, and so there's going to be some competition for certain days and that kind of thing. And I understand that. If you say this opens up on these, you can approve, you can request time off so far in advance, and it's first come, first serve. We have to have people here, blah, blah, blah. That's one thing, right? Because there's certain circumstances where that is absolutely the case, and I understand that. But when the case is just that the management doesn't know what they're doing, because in her case, where she's at, the managers absolutely have no idea what they're doing. They've got this small town, I'm a manager in a retail store attitude. Not trying to offend anybody out there. If you're a manager at a retail store and you have this attitude, I don't know what to tell you. It's just the truth. You're just a manager in a retail store. That's it. Sorry. You're not high and mighty. You're not special. You're just the person that you're just the lackey that gets paid a little bit extra, And honestly, if you're a manager, your first and foremost task should be to make sure that your employees are taken care of. Your job as a manager is not to take care of the company. On the one hand, you got to help, you got to make sure the company doesn't suffer any losses and that kind of shit. But your job is not to take care of the company. Your job is first and foremost to take care of your employees. And if you are not taking care of your employees and you're looking out for yourself, or, like in particular, one of our managers gone all the time on vacations. Like, this dude's been legitimately out for like, I feel like half of this year. Every time she comes, every month, it's like, oh yeah, he was off again this week. And I'm like, how does this guy get so much time off? But like, she requests a day off, and all of a sudden it's, oh well, no, we need coverage on that day. And I'm sorry, but you're failing as a manager. Yeah, exactly. Your job is to manage, and half of them don't even do that. Like, that's the sad truth of the matter. It's ridiculous. It's one of those things that, like, there are certain things, and I know that, I'm not the first person to toot my horn about college degrees, because I think college degrees are ways to, I think they are nothing more than a way to say, oh yeah, look at me, I got this college degree. But you can learn some things in certain circumstances. I've been working on this marketing degree, and doing it because you have to in this day and age. If you ever want to go anywhere, you have to be able to say, oh, I've got a degree, because unfortunately, here's where we are. The people that are in charge of the companies today are all proud of their degrees. They come from the generation of our parents and our grandparents. That shouldn't go there. Parents and grandparents, the older generation that says, college is everything. You have to go to college. College this, college that. So nowadays, if you want to get a job, if you want to be seen as anything more than just a slacker, you have to have a degree. Otherwise, you get looked down on. I had this debate with my former president of IT infrastructure, the guy I used to work with, for the company I was working for at the time. And he was all up in arms about how college is the greatest thing ever. You have to have gone to college. If you don't have a college degree, then what are you doing with your life? And I argued, I would rather my employees have experience and know how to learn. If you come to me and you tell me, I don't know the answer, but I know where to find the answer, I would much prefer that over somebody who knows some stuff, but has no idea where to learn the rest. And I told him that. I said, I don't care if you come to me and say, I've got a college degree, I've learned this stuff in college, but I don't know where to go find all the other information. you're worthless to me. Like as an employer, as a manager, I can't do anything with that. You know, so I for a long time I've said college degrees are not really worth it, but there are some things that you can learn in college. I've taken some business classes. Got way off track there, but I've taken some business classes that have gone over some management things and some techniques and stuff like that can be helpful as a manager. And then I see the stuff that they're doing. I'm like, what in the world have you gotten yourself into with these people? Because they don't have a clue what they're doing. Like they don't know how to run the department they're working in. They don't know. And the problem is the company that she works for is a big company. So like they aren't managing every single store, every single employee. They're not doing any of that stuff. They will handle complaints if they come down the chain. But other than that, it's here, go have fun, go do it and figure it out. But nobody has the balls to go and complain when something's wrong. You know, nobody goes up the ladder and says, hey, this is a problem, we need to get it fixed. Don't trust them to run a bath, let alone the store. Yeah, that's very true. And there's too many people out there like that, because what happens is you work as an employee. A lot of these managers started as employees and they got promoted internally, right? And they were under managers that treated them like shit. When they got promoted to management, they said, oh, now I'm the one in charge. I've got all the power, because they think that management is about power. Management's not supposed to be about power. Management's supposed to be about making sure stuff gets done and gets done right and people get taken care of.